go shopping every weekend. Baby killing all these hoes, they be mad. They just jealous, babe gon' stun when she pull up.
Okay, hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a cut crease tutorial. So as you can see, or you're gonna notice, like, I'm talking but nothing's going out, so I'm doing a voiceover because, like, I don't know, my mic was not on, or the audio didn't really show up when I was trying to edit. So if you get what I'm saying, like, the audio for the video is mute. I don't know how to fix it, so we're just gonna rock with it. So I already have my eyebrows done. I already primed my lids, and now I wanted to add a base. What I'm using for my base is this NYX Eyeshadow Base. It's in the color white, only because I really want my eyeshadow to reach its fullest potential. Like, I really want you guys to see the color I'm adding. So with that, I'm using a small fluffy blending brush to blend out the base, only because it makes it easier to distribute, like, and this actually helps make sure I apply like an even layer of the eyeshadow base. So now I'm jumping into the transition colors. I know I wanted to add yellow in here somewhere, and I think that's what I'm doing right now. And this eyeshadow palette is from my SHANY Cosmetics. I believe that's what it's called. It has a bunch of different colors. This palette is actually like my first eyeshadow palette. Like, when I started doing makeup, it was not, you know what I mean? This was like my go-to eyeshadows. Like, honestly, they had every color in the book. So as you can tell, like, I don't know why I was using the same medium brush to try to blend that out or pack that into my crease. I forgot to mention, like, you want to use a dense, small brush to really help pack color into your crease, or like pack color so it shows up and whatnot. I don't know what I'm trying to explain, but like, it sounds right in my head. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys will see what I'm talking about. Like, when I used that fluffy brush and I was going in circle motions, like, most of the color wasn't showing on. You can't really see that mango yellow that I was trying to show you. So I went ahead and switched to my Makeup Forever professional brush, and I believe this was the Straight and Wavy 234 brush, and it's more denser. So this one, it's a real good brush to use to help pack on color. So with that, I just applied some more eyeshadow. I think this is why, like, what I was explaining in the video. But I switched brushes, and I'm using a more dense brush to really pack on that color, so you're able to see that mango yellow. And that's me doing it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pack that on there, and then eventually I'm going to blend it out with burnt orange. I believe this burnt orange is going to be from my MONARCH eyeshadow palette, and the color, I don't know, it's just the orange one in that palette. So I think it's Pablio? No, that's not it. But you're gonna see what I'm talking about later. So again, I'm going in with a smaller, actually, dense brush. And I believe this one is from SHANY COSMESTICS. I'm going in with smaller circular motions just to really blend out that orange into my outer V crease. And you hear me? What the hell was I trying to say? But I'm just going to blend that out into my outer crease. And I'm going to make it into a V shape. So that's how I'm going to start shaping my cut crease, honestly. So small circular motions again. I'm using a dense brush. This is from SHANY COSMESTICS, and yeah, I'm just blending that burnt orange into that yellow. And I just want to remind you that, like, blending, although it takes a lot of time, it is really necessary to really have your eyeshadows to look how you want them to look, where there's no like streaks or anything. You want everything blended to the gods, like. So taking that extra time to really blend that out makes a difference. So blend away. So once everything is blended as necessary as possible, I'm over exaggerating, but you don't want to make sure there's no blotches, there's no spots of uneven color, you know what I mean? But once that's all taken care of, we're gonna start cutting our crease. So again, I'm using the same eyeshadow base I was using, that white from NYX, and I'm going to take a flat brush. Like, I love using small brush. You can use an angle brush, a clean one, just so you have more control of where you want your cut crease. So I like to start off along where my eye usually creases. Like, I have fat lids, so when I look up, you'll see my chunky lids. But anyways, I usually like to start off there, and then I go a little above once I see how it's looking, I go a little bit above. And what I like to keep in mind is like, I also wanted to add a little tail at the end. So I'm like making half a goldfish on my face, if you get what I'm saying. If it makes sense, but that's just how I can describe it right now, because I don't know how to explain the shape I'm making. But like, if you watch the video, you'll see where I'm going with it. So I also wanted to mention, like, this part can really kill or break you, you know what I mean? Not kill or break you, but because it's, what did I just say? Okay, anyways, this part can really either make or break you. I'm using a small brush, and I believe it's an angled one, so I have more control of where I want my cut crease to be and whatnot. Like, this part really takes the most time for me, because I am really taking my time. Like, I'm really focused at this point, really trying to figure out where I want my cut crease, how I want it to lay on my eyes, making sure it shapes. Like, everything can easily get messed up. I don't want no color to transfer and whatnot. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But don't let this part stress you, because I definitely had a few I can't even talk. I had a few times where I'm like, got overwhelmed and I just wanted to quit because I kept fucking up. But just work with it, and remember, like, if you mess up, you can always wipe it off and do it again. You know what I mean? I did this plenty amount of time, so I'm quite used to shaping how I want my cut crease to be and whatnot, so it comes easy to me sometimes. I'm talking now and I'm realizing, like, the other eye is kind of unequal, but we're not gonna focus on that right now. So now it's my favorite part. So now we're going in and we're going to start defining our cut crease. It's like, no, I mean, we're just gonna start adding color. I lied, because I thought that's what I was doing first. But anyways, I'm going in with a small flat brush. Actually, I believe this one was like a little fluffy, but I was using it for concealer earlier, so now it's the right type of brush to apply white eyeshadow to my mid-eye. Not my mid-eye, but what the fuck am I trying to say? This shit is hard. Y'all don't understand. Voiceovers are so fucking hard. Anywho, I'm using a smaller brush and I'm just applying some white eyeshadow to my inner eye. And this is how I'm going to start that ombre effect. And I'm just making sure I got that, like, only in the inner parts of my eyes. I'm going to try to, like, go at a diagonal and smoke it out towards my mid, but I don't want to really get it out all the way to the tail end of my cut crease, because that's a no-no. We don't want that there. And yes, so I'm just going to also take my time on this part as well, of course, and get that job done. So I'll come back talking when I'll start talking back again when I move on to the light green. Next, I'm going to go in with a lighter green. This is like not neon green. I don't know why it looks so bright on camera, but I'm going in with like just a little light green, and then afterwards I'm gonna blend it out so it's like a smoky effect from the white to the green. Okay, so don't ask me why I'm using this brush to really pack on that color. Like, it wasn't doing shit, so we're just gonna ignore that. Ignore this scene. But later on, I'm going in with a medium sized brush. It's fluffier, and that's what's going to help me create that ombre effect. So I guess right now I was just trying to apply that color. I ran out of brushes or something, because I'm trying to find an excuse why I'm using this little brush to help me or whatever. I guess more control, let's say that. But anyways, I'm going in with that same brush I used like earlier to blend out that eyeshadow base in the beginning of this tutorial, but I'm using that to help create a smoky effect. So as you can see, I applied that green with a smaller brush, but now I'm going in with a fluffier brush to really smoke out that, so the white is blending a little more into that green. Remember, our goal is to create an ombre effect, okay? So blend away. Don't be afraid. Really blend. Don't blend too much where it overpowers the white, but you want to see that transition. You want to see that smoky look. I'm gonna add another deeper green, like a hunterish green, you know what I mean? Like, how can I describe this? Like a hunter green, you know, like the basic dark green type vibe. So I'm using that as well. I'm gonna apply that to my outer crease. So I'm actually using the same brush I used for the mango color earlier, the angled Makeup Forever professional brush 234. I remembered. And I'm just applying some depth into my crease. And again, I'm taking my time to blend this out as well in little circular motion. First starting off, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This also trying to make sure it's creating that ombre effect as well. Don't worry about that like white part that's at the end. We're just gonna wipe that away. Like that's gonna be non-existing in a few more minutes or a minute or two. But yes, I'm using that. I'm blending the hunter green out into my crease, creating depth again. I'm going to go in with some blue later on to really create a difference. As you can see, like I told you, these eyeshadows are a little less pigmented, but it gets the job done. So if it works for me, it will work for you definitely. But I'm going in with, oh shit, I actually went in with a deeper green to really intensify that green. I didn't realize I did that. And then later on I'm going to add a hint of blue. Oh, that's what I did. I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, I'm everywhere. That's just where my mind is at right now. But I hope you guys are enjoying this voiceover. So afterwards I added a darker blue and I just blended that towards my outer crease. So I'm going to really add that to our ombre effect, just to add, we'll soften those colors and add something interesting to it. So I started at the base, a little where that white was, so you can identify that there's a blue in this ombre look. And then I started to blend it outwards and up towards my crease, if you can see. And that's just going to help smoke out that look for me. So unfortunately, this caused the white to like fade away a little bit. So lastly, I'm going to go in with some more of that white eyeshadow and touch up, so you can see where my cut crease is and you can see that sharp look I'm going for. So lately for my eyeliner, I love using LA Colors liquid liner. Like, it's so pigmented, you can actually see the black color when you apply it, and like it's easier. It has like a thin brush at the end of it, so it makes it easier for me to control how I direct my cat eye and all that stuff. So really invest in that liner, and it was only like $1 or $2. I actually got this from Family Dollar. Like, I'm not lying to you guys. I mean, I got it from Dollar Tree. Like, I was in the store and I was buying tissue and, you know, soap and stuff. That shit is cheap there, so make sure you check that out too. And I came across this, and ever since then I just love it. Like, I go back. You can also buy it from CVS and all that stuff, but I saw this one at Dollar Tree. Not joking, not lying at all. I don't know about y'all, but watching myself like do liner, like a cat eye and stuff, it's just so satisfying. It's only satisfying if I don't fuck up, but right now it's just really looking satisfying. Look at that black really glistening and all that stuff. Like, this is, you guys, I'm putting y'all hip to some good ass liner, like liquid liner. Like, you can't find good liner nowadays, or if you know any, put me on. But this one is just amazing. I apologize already that I'm not in camera. I have a mirror on the side, and it's kind of hard trying to do my liner, like, you know what I mean, in front of the camera. So just work with me here. You're gonna see the end results. So either way, it's a cat eye. Oh, and I did want to speak, like, I like my cat eyes to be like straight. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Sometimes people have their little cat eye to like curve a little. I like mine's long and straight. So my eyes, it really just complements my eyes. I don't know how to explain it, but it creates that little sharp effect. Like, look, bitch, I'm staring at you with these beady eyeballs. I don't know. Y'all, I'm really enjoying this voiceover. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I need to chill out. So it's only right for me to use my Bobbi Brown foundation, and I like to mix warm almond and chestnut together, and it just makes the perfect match for my skin tone. These shades like really match my skin tone. I did skip a few steps, but next I wanted to go and show you a lip trick I love to do for my lip liner. Most people use lip liner pencils for that, but I like using brown eyeshadow because it just really works for me. And I start by adding Carmex to my lips, and then I go in with a deep brown. You don't want to put too much. As you can see, I did put a little too much, but I'm going to fix it later because it looked like I was eating a brownie. I just got done eating a brownie. But anyways, I just add that to my outer lips, and then I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe or whatever and wipe away that Carmex and really try to outline my lips with the with what's left of the brown eyeshadow and the mixed contour. I need to fix that one side. I don't know what's going on, but it's going to be fixed later, trust me. So I'm going in with some more Carmex, and I'm going to really deepen that, moisturize my lips, and then I'm going in with a pink. I think this is a matte liquid lipstick from Ruby Kisses in the color Cream. Just added a little of that to create a pink gloss. So thank you guys for watching. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you haven't already and this is your first time seeing one of my videos, go ahead and check out my other videos. You know, they're also nice makeup tutorials as well. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think about my videos. Without further ado, you guys have a wonderful day, and make sure take it easy.